Welcome to this second video of lessons in parallel lines of standard 9th mathematics part 2. In our first video, we have recalled all the angles made by the transversal of lines, and we have recalled the properties of angles made by a transversal of two parallel lines. Now we are going to prove this properties of angles formed by the transversal of two parallel lines. We have already seen that when a transversal intersect two parallel lines, the corresponding angles so formed, they are congruent. The alternate angles formed, they are also congruent, and the interior angles formed on the same side of the transversal, they are supplementary. Now to write the proofs of these three properties, we are going to use the Euclid's famous fifth postulate, which is given on page number 9 of your textbook. All the 5 postulates are given on that page number 9. The first 4 postulates are very easy to understand, and the fifth one is little bit can say need explanation, which I have written on the board for you. Let's read that fifth postulate. Postulate means the statement which are so obvious, which did not any proof, they are accepted as true by everybody because they are self-explanatory. Okay, for example, we can say there are infinite lines passing through a given single point. So this is the first postulate. Like that, we have some more postulate. You can refer that 4 postulates from your page number 9. Here we need the fifth postulate, which I have written on the board. Let's read what is that postulate. First we will understand what is the postulate and how we are going to use this fifth postulate to prove our interior angle theorem, or that property related to interior angle of a transversal of two parallel lines. So let's see what is this fifth postulate. Okay, so if the sum of two interior angles form on one side of a transversal, okay, so let me draw a figure that you can understand. So this interior angles are formed on one side of a transversal that is less than 2 right angles. This sum is what? This is a transversal, but it is a transversal of which two lines? Okay, 2 right angles, then the lines are produced in that direction intersect each other. So these lines are not parallel, so they are going, suppose they are produced means if they extend, then they will intersect each other. So let's say line A is a transversal of two lines B, or let's take the names, say P, Q, R. Okay, so P is a transversal of line Q and R such that the interior angles formed, we can name this as say A, B, C and D. These are the 4 interior angles, and what is given? Sum of interior angles. Now these are the interior angles. Say sum is what? Angle A and angle B. This is the sum of interior angles, and the other side it is angle C plus angle D. Okay, now if this sum of this interior angles, if it is less than, this one side of transversal is less than 2 right angles. This is less than 2 right angles. What is 1 right angle? 1 right angle is 90 degree. So it's 2 right angle bits, it is 180 degree. So if this sum is less than 2 right angles, 2 right angles means it is 2 into 90, that is 180. So this sum is less than 180 degree, okay, means if it is not supplementary and it is less than 90 degree, then the lines produced in that direction intersect each other. This is the postulate. So if the sum of these two angles A and B, it is less than 180 degree or 2 right angle, these lines, if they produced, means if they extended over here, they will meet on that direction. In this direction they will meet. This is the postulate. Okay, so if this is less than 180, surely this is not going to be less than 180, it will be more than 180, because we know that sum of all these 4 is going to be 360. as these two, A plus D is linear pair, 180 degrees, sum is 180 and addition of B and C is also 180 degree. So 180 plus 180 will get it 360 degree. So if this is less than 180, this is more than 180. So in another way, where it is more than 180, it will not intersect. Okay. So this is the postulate. What is the postulate? If that sum of two interior angles on the same side of the transversal, if their sum is less than two right angle, means 180 degree, then these lines, if these lines are produced on the same side, they will meet each other. So using this postulate, how can we prove our first property, interior angle theorem? What is the interior angle theorem or the property? The statement is, if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angles on either side of the transversal are supplementary. So let's draw the figure to prove this statement. Okay, let's rub this part. Now what we have to draw to prove this statement. If two parallel lines are intersected, okay, so figure, we will have two lines parallel, okay, and they are intersected by a transversal. So like line L, M are the two parallel lines and N be their transversal, okay, and then the interior angles on the either side of the transversal are supplementary. So let's name these interior angles as A, B, C and D. So these four are interior angles and we have to prove that interior angles, they are supplementary, means on the same side of the transversal, means either side, either on the right side or on the left side. These both are supplementary. Supplementary means their sum is 180 degree. So what will be our given? Okay, so given is from if till then. So if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, okay, comma, that is the antecedent part. So given should be line L is parallel to line M, okay, and N is their transversal. Line N is their transversal. Okay, write me in short here, transversal here, okay, and angles A, B, C, D are interior angles as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure. Okay. So what we have to prove? We have to prove that, okay, what is the proof? The interior angles for on either sides of the transversal, either means either right or either left of the transversal, are supplementary. So first we have to prove that this supplementary means their sum is 180 degree. Angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, and the second is angle C plus angle D is also, it's supplementary. That means, I'm very much sorry for this, angle C plus angle D is also 180 degree, it's supplementary. Okay, now we want to prove this is 180. This sum can be taken as a number and we have to prove that this number is equal to 180. Now always when we want to prove this, now it is equal to what are the possibilities, different possibilities. Say what is the possibility about say any number x and it's say any number, constant number, say 5. So the first property that x can be equal to 5. Second property that x can be less than 5, or the third property x can be greater than 5. So when we are comparing any number with any constant, these are the three different possibilities. Now here we have to prove this is equal to 180. So what kind of options we have? The sum, either it can be equal to 180, this is the first property. The sum can be equal to less than 180 degree. And the third property is sum of these angles can be bigger than 180 degree. Now as we want to prove this thing to be right, certainly these two things should be wrong. And so we will consider all these three possibilities and we will show that these two remaining possibilities are wrong. And if these two possibilities are wrong, then which we have to prove, that should be the last property, that should be the correct property. Okay. So we are going to prove this by indirect method using elimination method of the all possible possibilities. So when we will start the proof, we will assume that this sums can be, we have these three possibilities and we will take this possibility at the end. We will take this as first, so we will consider this as the first possibility, this second and this third. So we will eliminate that one property, yes, whatever this is wrong assumption, and that's why the remaining is going to be correct assumption, correct situation. So we are going to follow this situation. So we can start writing that proof part. Okay. There are three possibilities. Number one, angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree. Correct? So we have taken this as a first. Then second possibility is angle A plus angle B is more than 180 degree. And the third possibility, angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. So we have taken this three possibility, and the one which we want to prove, we have taken at last. Okay. So let's start with the case 1. Okay. If case 1, that angle A plus, let's assume that angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree. If this is the assumption, now as per the Euclid's fifth postulate, that if this interior angles frame on the same side of the transversal, if their sum is less than 2 right angle, that is 180 degree, then these two lines, if they produced on that side, will meet each other. So in this case, if we are assuming this is to be true, okay, is true, suppose say assume that this is true, then as per Euclid's fifth postulate, you need not to write what is the postulate. I have written this postulate to explain you, to understand it by you. But here we will, the answer we will write just. So here our answer is from here, okay. Okay, so this is your M. Fifth postulates, lines L and M will intersect each other on the right side of transversal. On the right side of transversal. Okay. But what is given to us, that L and M, these two lines cannot intersect each other because they are parallel. But line L is parallel to M. This is given. Correct? So here there is a contradiction. Here we are saying they are meeting each other, but these lines are parallel, is given. So this is contradictory. Contradictory means not matching, and therefore this our assumption is wrong. Therefore angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree is wrong. That is not possible. So we have eliminated the first possibility, that's wrong. Now let's see that how can we eliminate the second possibility, that A plus B is bigger than 180. Okay, so let's let me write. I know this blackboard is a little bit small for this proof. Please cooperate with me. So case 2 is now here. Let's assume that now angle A plus angle B is bigger than 180 degree. Okay. Now let me rub this part of this board as well as let me rub now this part of the board also. Okay. So you already have this. Let me use this much part of the board. Okay. So if it is bigger than 180 degree, So now let's prove that if A plus B is bigger than 180, now we have to prove that C plus D should be smaller than 180. And if this is less than 180 degree, then these lines will meet each other on the left side of the transversal. Okay, which is also contradictory with the given fact that two lines are parallel. Means now we have proved this, it is proving it is meeting intersecting on right, which is wrong. Now let's prove that meeting on left side also wrong. Okay, so how to prove that? We have assumed that it is bigger than 180 degree. Okay, now we know that as A plus D is linear angle. Okay, angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. The reason is angles in linear pair. Okay, this angle in the linear pair, and angle B and C are also form the pair of angles in the linear pair. So their sum is also 180 degree. So angles in the linear pair. So if you add these both, what you will get? Okay, what you will get angle A plus angle D plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 plus 180, that is 360. We get this by adding 2. Now out of this 4 addition, we know that angle A plus B. So the angle is A plus B, which we have assumed to be more than 180 degree. Okay. Therefore angle A, let's take it on the other side. So we want to prove angle C and D. Therefore angle C plus angle D, which we have to prove less than 180. For this, let's keep this here. It's now 360 degree here. Let's take these two sum as angle A plus B on the right side. So whatever this plus, it is going to be minus. This sum we are subtracting from this. So sum of this C and D is what? 360 minus this sum. Now as angle A plus angle B is more than 180, it's true. Let's assume that 180 is more than 180 is true. Okay, is more than 180. Now this subtraction, if we subtract this sum which is bigger than 180, say for example more than 180, you can assume any number, say 200. If we subtract this 200 from 360, the answer is going to be 160, for example. So this answer of subtraction will be less than 180 degree. Therefore 360 degree minus this sum, angle A plus angle B, is going to be less than 180 degree. Okay. So if this is more than 180, the subtraction from 180 is going to be less than 180. And what does this mean? This means is equal to angle C plus angle D. Therefore angle C plus angle D is less than 180 degree. Okay, if this C and D are the interior angles on the left side of the transversal, if their sum is less than 180 degree, means less than 2 right angles, by Euclid's postulate, line L and M will intersect each other on the left side. Okay, therefore by Euclid's fifth postulate, lines L and M will meet each other on the left side of the transversal. Okay, but again L is given parallel, line L is given to parallel, so this is contradictory. Okay, same here, so this is contradictory. Therefore whatever our assumption is wrong. Therefore angle A plus angle B is greater than 180 degree is wrong. First we proved that angle A plus B is less than 180 is wrong. Here we have proved angle A plus angle B is bigger than 180 degree is wrong. So if these first two possibilities are wrong, therefore the remaining third possibility should be the correct possibility. And therefore angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree is true. Okay. And as we have proved this is equal to 180 degree, means these two angles, interior angle on the same side, either side of the transversal are supplementary, we can prove C plus D, but we are not going to write all this process. We will just write similarly. We can prove that. We can prove that. We have to just write the statement that angle C plus angle D is also equal to 180 degree. Hence, the given statement is proved. Hence, the given statement is proved. So, this is the proof of interior angle theorem. So, today we have studied the proof of interior angle theorem by an indirect method. I hope you have understood all this explanation properly. If you have understood this, please give me likes, your comments. In the next video, we will learn how to prove the remaining two tests, that is corresponding angle test and alternate angle test, in the next video, and of course sums based on these tests. Okay, so thank you very much. If you are not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe. Thank you.